On there.
Yep. So press on that whole block thing.
Just blocking?
Yeah. Yeah. Swipe it. Yep. There it is. That's what you're trying to do. All right, 8 seconds.
Everybody loves our video. I've had like thousands and thousands and thousands of views on it.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then the little Facebook post you did actually wasn't too terribly bright.
Actually, I didn't do that, so thank you.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. Because the IP address matches your house. So good morning.
Hey, Chris Marcus and everybody else.
We just got to see a celebrity. Her name is Lindsay Poe. You can go to my channel and watch the Lindsay Poe video. She's known as the laser beam eyes. Oh, really? Those were laser beam eyes if I ever saw them.
Good afternoon.
Celebrity. It's awesome. It's awesome to be in the presence of a celebrity. Happy Fuck the Cops Day! This fucking guy. Who is this guy with the sign? Fuck police! Police, right! First. So the sun is barely up, and this guy's out here with his sign. As the run-of-the-mill folks head to their jobs, you got your local protester.
Oh man, listen to him whistle.
This sign out here.
He's up to good when he's whistling. You can tell.
Yeah?
Anyway, that's the rematch. Eric Fuck Cops Brandt versus Laserbeam Eyes. And you can find that on the Eric Brandt channel, possibly with Pikes Peak as well. But I'm down here in the sewing den. We're not going to waste a lot of time today, folks. I did a video last night. For those of you who had a chance to catch it, I missed Eric. I wanted to watch some videos and play them. And Gage, No Comment, Mega Garmy, and everybody else who's in here today, I'm thanking you, right? I'm here, and I'm grateful for the conversation, and that we don't want this story to die because of COVID, right? But you know who died today because of COVID? Today they announced that the girl who started the whole medical marijuana movement, whom they named the Charlotte's Web lotions after, or oils and whatnot, the young lady that really got medical marijuana, not started the movement, but really like solidified it as like, this is real medicine. Yeah, that girl died of COVID. So complications due to COVID. So we're paused about that today. But here's the deal, folks. Eric Brandt's still in jail. He wants you to remember him in the idea that what happens to one of us happens to all of us, right? And so if our court dates are being delayed, if they're violating speedy trial laws, and they're not getting video trials, and they're not getting juries in place, and they're not educating them about nullification and things like that, then our rights are dead, right? So Mr. Brandt has a right to a speedy and judicious trial for any charge that he's being held on. And to that end, his attorneys have a liability and a responsibility. And if Eric Brandt isn't getting speedy trial, who else isn't getting speedy trial? Is there somebody in the courthouse today who could be out of jail, but for a hearing? And is your local district attorney taking proactive measures? No, actually, we'll talk about that in a second. Are our district attorneys taking proactive measures to release people and dismiss cases? Right? If we're not having a trial, we are going to dismiss the case. And if we're not going to have a trial because of extenuating circumstances, then we better have some damn good reasons for that. And that means that all the ADA compliances that we've talked about should have the establishment of a process that they could just move into and make sure that court works, right? Because you have hearing impaired opportunities, you have video technology, you can put jurors on a Zoom or Google Hangout in shut their camera off and shut off their mic so that only the attorneys can talk, or objections and all these other things, right? We could demand, and we should be demanding, that these things are happening. We're demanding that they house the homeless, and they're giving the unhoused men in our city of Denver and the metro area-ish the Western Convention Center, where they're setting up to have 1,000 square feet per human. We don't know what that looks like. However, if Ghost or any Denver crew want to hustle up and grab a mask and roll out and go look at it today, maybe we could try to get some video footage. But right now, actually, I'm trying to stay on the masks, so I'm going to stay on topic. So, a friend of ours in the community, Caterpillar, we want to thank her for doing some research. Her efforts definitely got through to an attorney that we've been trying to get a hold of to ensure that video phone conferencing for the attorney is set up, that phone calls are responded to, and this has got to do with all kinds of people. Is there somebody who's outside sleeping, because they're homeless and they don't have a place to go to the bathroom? They went to the bathroom, they got arrested, taken to jail, and they're sitting in jail for a 2-day ticket, right? Maximum sentence, 30 days in jail, and they're there for 60, 90 days. These are real issues and real concerns. Is a speedy trial, is our witness is going to die because of COVID? There's so many things we don't know. But we have to be able to figure it out. And so if COVID-19 is the movement into the future, then that's what we've got to think about. We've got to make sure that judicious processes of application of the law are consistent with the Constitution. And that means that you can't just enslave a man for 6 months and, sorry, we're not going to have your trial for a year and a half, but you're going to sit in jail and you're not guilty of anything, right? So those are issues, and everybody needs to pay attention to those issues. So we got some phone calls into Eric. Attorneys, we're working on getting some transcripts and some other things. But I want you all to stay cognitive that every day is a day of activism. I'm making masks. I was at the food bank serving food. And today, Louisiana had a press conference. And one of the governor's aides, I didn't catch who it was because I turned it on mid-conference, said next year's version of COVID could they'd be taking, next versions of COVID, year's version of COVID might not be the same as this one. And we might not be immune to that one, right? We don't know if we'll build antibodies and if the virus is going to mutate and shut our world down to a new normal like this every year, right? Did the chicken pox mutate? Not so much, right? We build immunities to it. It's herd immunities. Vaccinations become available a year, 2 years, 3 years down the road. and some people will use them and others won't, and measles and mumps and rubella and the Spanish flu and yada yada yada, right? Eat your fruits and vegetables, get outside, do some exercise. Alcohol sales, buyer of sorts. And citizen drink. Yeah, you know what? Alcohol is an issue, and I'm going to tell you what, it's an issue for all of us, I think. I put in 10, 12-hour days in front of this machine, and except for some of these short video bursts or whatever. And last night I was sorting patterns. See, there's a whole table back here. Cut pieces, sorted pieces, various stages of the mask making process. And I'm going to get back to it here in a minute. So, yeah, there's a lot of things. Comment that people are talking about. Is 5G good for you? Is 5G and Corona linked? I don't know about that one. I do know that there are lots of people talking about it, though. I smoke pot. I consume alcohol. Like to have sex with women too, but isolation's gonna put projects like that on hold. Anyway, the issue is that we've got all this time during the day, and I'm gonna give this 15 minutes to say why don't you do something for us? Help us out. Help yourself out. Help the community out. Help the Constitution out. Make a phone call and do it while jogging in place, right? Every minute that you're on hold with the district attorney's office, with the clerk of courts, you do a push-up, you do a sit-up, you come up with some creative exercise where you are moving your legs as you go, right? I actually went out and moved food. How do you send money for masks and straws? Is that what the question was? I'm sorry, I paused to read the screen. Do some exercise and do some phone calls, and that's what I'm here to suggest. So, Chris Marcus, thanks for the question. And whether it's a 4-pack of stainless steel straws that we are asking $20 for, it comes with a metal cleaner, nice velvet bag. Whether it's a face mask, let me show you a completed mask. This is a child's mask that I have made. They have drawstrings to tie around the face. They go under the chin or around the nose. So whether you want a mask or a straw, call Google, Gmail. It's cuttheplastic@gmail.com. Send me a message. We'll figure out a way to send some post up and email each other. That would be my answer. The United States Postal Service still employs people, so let's do that. I also have Venmo, Cash App, and I take a check in the mail, basically. Take care of these things, keep the business of life moving along. But the business of the courts needs to keep moving along too. And so, as I finish up this video, I just want to remind you that whether you're calling the Denver County Courts to demand that courts stay in session, whether I am asking 15 a mask, but like if you want bulk, right, like 4, 5, 6, something like that, we'll talk about it. Also, I stopped putting the wire in the noses for the mask because it is like 15 minutes a mask for me to get that in there and do it right. But the stitching and the form that I've changed a little bit is making sure that the nose sits solidly, and I'm gonna wash this in the machine in a second, and it goes under the chin as well. So $15 on the mask is the ask on those. They are taking me half an hour, 45 minutes per. Okay, it was an hour. Take out the nose. I'm cutting down my time. I got people cutting forms for me that I'm paying. a friend to help out because everybody needs money, right? So I'm just giving it away as soon as it's coming in. Not all of it. I mean, I've got to pay the landlord, but I am helping out some of the people have some bills or some money to survive and get through this COVID, and we're giving them away too. They're opening up the shelter at the stock show, and they're gonna need a lot of masks for those kids. So I'm gonna go back to making those masks, and I love all of you. I hope you're staying safe and strong. Get some sunshine. Make those calls, right? And it can be not just, it needs to be Denver, right? But it also needs to be the state court, the governor's office. You can tweet at Governor GOV of CO, right? Free them all. Non-violent criminals should be set free, right? So that's just something that we should be doing. And you should call in your town. You should leave a voicemail, send an email to your DA, to your city council representative, to your mayor. What are you doing to dismiss non-violent, non-victim crimes? Just clean the slate for these people, because the court's going to be so bogged up, it's going to be fucked up. Okay? Is it as bad as they say? Somebody said. Well, I suppose that if you are expecting 5,000 people and 2,000 show up, so you have extra workers on hand, could be. Was the video in a break room? I don't know. I didn't watch. I don't think hospitals are dead. In Colorado, one of our crew is a medical professional. Several of them are. And we do know that it is what they say it is. People getting tests there. The governor of Louisiana just acknowledged that they're doing screenings. The education, the way you get tested is you drive up to a location, you watch a video, they hand you the test kit, you stick the cotton up your nose, you pull it out, you put it in the bag the way the video taught you how to do it, and you hand it back so that there's no transfer of the COVID. Yeah, they put it, that's all how it's going to be done. Okay? So if you can do that, then the defendant needs to defend themselves. And they need to have access to a law library. They need to have access to transcripts, to discovery, to body cameras, right? Every inmate in a facility has rights, and you're either charged or you're set free, and you're convicted or you're set free. So trials have to happen. Free speech has to happen. And if there is any one person who has earned the right to have a jury educated about jury nullification in a court of law, by law, it's Eric Brandt. Poor Dirt Farmer, I don't know where you're getting your numbers at. And let's remember that we know that Communist China's numbers are not accurate, right? When this started, as this was going, there were videos of people yelling out their windows in Chinese. They're lying about the numbers. It's catastrophic. Okay. Yeah, I don't. 16,000 now in America, and you got to remember that those numbers are 7 to 10 days old when they give them to you, because that's when the data was collected from. Our Colorado numbers, they change every day, but they're not changing in a way that's actually like clear. And let me explain this to you. I have people in my family who have COVID, who are in my circle. Okay, there are people who are surviving it with various stages of COVID, and the contamination, the distribution, the contact, All of these things are absolutely true. And so we're just hoping, that not everybody needs ventilators, not everybody's dying, people are surviving, whatever medicine you're taking, right? It's interesting if you hear it, they're saying like, be happy, exercise, hang out in the sun, don't be stressed out, quit smoking cigarettes, go for a job. Happy Fuck the Cops Day, supposedly free. God, good to see you on here, man. And I know you got a crowd hanging out with you. So, one or two suspected cases per day. Lacey, my friend who's working at a medical facility is getting 30 to 50 calls a day that they're weeding down to 5 or so cases at one facility, and most of that's by phone. Suspected positives are not getting tested. The testing process is too complicated. The timing is catastrophic. In Colorado, it's taking 7 to 10 days to get the test, and so if we're just treating you as a presumptive positive, and you isolate and you take your vitamins and your chloroquine or your zinc or whatever they're giving you, and I need to make that call and find out about that, then unless you stop breathing, you're good, right? So I have not seen the new tribute from Word 'em Up TV. I'll close with it though, so if that'll help anybody, we'll all watch it together then. And I guess I have to start with the Word 'em Up, huh? Oh, clear. Is it Word 'em Up? So, to stay on topic, COVID, do I think it's real? Yeah. Do I think that Lacey or somebody else is posting how to send him a mail? Thank you very much. How do you message Eric? That's right, Securitas. And that is definitely the things that you need to know. The fact is that Eric needs mail. He needs to stay motivated. And if you're doing the things about being armchair warriors and printing out Eric's cases, printing out cases that you're reading about free speech, about speedy trial, about use of the word fuck, about chalking on the sidewalk, about words and your ability to use them, print them, email them, mail them, right? Eric will read that stuff. It takes days to pile over it. Gives him stuff to keep his brain moving, okay? And that's what I'm talking about. It's all about keeping your brain moving. Word 'em Up TV. Be the reason. Oh my God. We're about to watch it right now, okay? This is Word 'em Up TV. Call the DA. Send in a letter to Eric. Do the things that you would do if Eric was live, right? Have you called Rockwall and just told them how much of fucktards they are? And why isn't Otto the Watchdog's charges dropped? It's a real question, right? And by the way, I need jury nullification. Jesus fucking Christ. Now they want me to log in to watch the Word 'em Up video. Is that disgusting or what? Okay, I gotta do it. YouTube.com /activate. That's the one. Code NVFWCVXB. Ba-da-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Dun-dun-dun-dun. You're now watching YouTube because you registered your television, and now we know all of your information and your viewing history. Ta-da! Continue.
Yes, this is a new stream.
Don't mind us, we're just the camera crew for the celebrity.
And action.
If it ain't live, it ain't me. Oh, live up to down to the yeah. Slide on back to you for the
That guy was a fucking triggered bitch from the beginning already, right? Like,
Fuck the government. Fuck the police.
I just have two things to say to the Denver police and to the Denver Sheriff's Department. That fucking stupid ass wife that's been salivating to arrest me for years. The two things I have to say are, fuck you.
Alright.
What are you gonna do right now?
This is fun, right? This is fucking fun. So, first of all, there's gonna be a lot of fucking going on in my speech, and if you get fucking stupid with me, then I'm gonna get fucking stupid with you, because I can speak French, I can speak English, and I can speak fucking stupid.
When you go somewhere where people speak French, you speak French. If they speak to you in Spanish, you will have to respond and speak to them in Spanish. And when they talk to you in fucking stupid, it's only polite to return and talk to you in fucking stupid.
that's funny because like that was in the video for there too.
So you got stupid with that one, don't get fucking stupid with me.
We need to get through Corona first, man.
Okay.
You hear the truth virus, the truth about the crooked ass government, right? The truth about how to try to take our civil rights and our constitutional rights away.
Oh, that is wonderful.
That's fucking awesome.
That is awesome. Oh, stop swine flu. That's hilarious. Oh, he's getting very artistic.
You get to be losing money. You want to be down, face. Maybe that I don't even listen to rap. Get up out my day. If you put a pound getting down on the drum, but you get down with it, no Hollywood.
He's getting very artistic. He's got it down. It's beautiful.
Look. It's huge. Yeah.
Bill.
You're here to talk tonight about a dog problem? You need to ban the vicious dogs, right? You ban dogs that are right there in blue, the blue snags that you won't put on a leash, right? That's the dog that you need to be banning. Because I was standing next to Thomas constantly slamming into the fucking wall. And Crybaby Dave found him guilty. Didn't find Crowfoot guilty. He found Thomas Scott's guilty. And y'all be saying to yourself, what the fuck is wrong with you people, huh? Huh? Well, I think we all know who Eric Brandt is, don't we? Hey guys. If you don't know who Eric Brandt is, let me just tell you right now, I have a most fucking unpleasant spouse. You don't believe me? Why don't you ask Morgan County? Rush, Colorado paid $25,000 for being stupid just like you were with him. That was fucking stupid. Yeah, I'm not standing here naked.
Mr. Brandt, you've got 68 seconds left.
You just took 5 of my seconds.
You'll stop at the end of your time.
Alright, so you got stupid with him. Rush can't call me $25,000 for that kind of stupid. How much stupid are you gonna pay for me?
I just asked Westminster how much they like Eric's fuck cops grant. How much money Westminster spent. Already, still, and Westminster's not done being stupid. No, they're not. They're well over $1 million in stupid. The city of Denver has spent $8 fucking million trying to style. That's right, pay attention. You pay attention. Mayor Pro Tem Roth, you will pay attention to me. Or I will fucking teach every child in your jurisdiction how to raise their middle fingers and say, fuck cops. Keep giggling, later.
Mr. Brand,
Yeah.
you're through now.
Oh no, you're through. Well, happy fucking cops day. Get ready for a motherfucking surprise, bitch.
Requesting a recess, so we can.
Not yet. We're gonna give Mr. Brand, 10 more seconds.
Yeah, the party comment is get ready for a motherfucking surprise, bitches.
Thank you for your comments.
Man, what a video.
You got it.
Oh, I like it.
I need a bigger one.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Get it over.
You like that?
Yeah.
I gotta nail it out. I think we should make buttons. What do you think?
Yeah.
Here comes the police. Here come the cops. Here come the cops. You know what I'm gonna do, right? Watch this, you guys. Here we go. You ready for the Happy Fuck the Cops Day? Happy Fuck the Cops Day. Fuck the police. Nug nug. Happy Fuck the Cops Day. Fuck the police. For Eric Brandt. You Nazi tyrant bastards.
Oh, damn, yo. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this video. But if you want to watch it, you got to go to Word 'em Up TV and watch it. Because there's still an hour and 12 minutes left of it. That's how long this video is. I'm, however, about to turn my sewing machine on. And you're welcome to stay and watch it over my noisy machine. But I really think you should just go to Word 'em Up TV. Anyway, I'm going to work. So once this crowd dumps below 20, I'm out of here. If I see it, I'm shutting it off.
Was that good enough, y'all? I did my best. I like that. Happy Fuck the Cops Day. Fuck the police. For Eric Brandt. What was the odds that pig is gonna come down my dead end dirt road? Gonna smile at somebody like she fuck her. Get off my road, you bitch.
The city's gonna want how many resources now tied up in prosecuting Occupy Denver, and they're gonna have to decide if they wanna put rapists in prison or if they wanna put work people in prison.
The two things I have to say are, fuck you.
Don't mind us, we're just the camera crew for the celebrity. You know what
Happy fucking Cops Day. Fuck the police. Look, happy fucking Cops Day. Fuck the police. For that crap. You nuts and tyrant bastards.
I've never had that many people on my channel. Thanks, guys.
Happy fucking Cops Day. Fuck the police. Look, happy fucking Cops Day.
Hey, for those of you who are still on, are you calling the DA or somebody while you're on hold watching this video?
Bastards.
We're at $3,663.33 out of a $10,000 goal.
Let's go with the whole lady.
James Ray 16157.
Oh, he's a
Tell us
stopper.
why you're not driving this bus.
He's a stopper.
Maybe he's had a stroke and we should get an ambulance. This is about as entertaining as it gets. You can't write this shit for
Yeah, we still got trials, right? We still gotta have those trials, Jay Davis. That's why.
There he is. That's what we're not waiting for.
That's why I asked everybody to go call the DA. And whoever's hanging out, you can post those links if you want.
Okay, come on. That's right. You won, buddy. There he is, folks. There he is, folks. What we waited for all day, all night. Okay. It's okay. You know what? They're shaking in the booth with the people. Okay. Huh? No, you can't do all that. That's all right.
Comment all casualty days, yeah. I think I like it, probably needed that. I'm the elder brother when I'm late back. So don't engage me, stay way back. Ohio's the number, not the cold. It's wiser now, never not in told. The best believe my heart, I told it. Knock it down, bump off the shoulder.
Yeah, we're live. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? There's 712 people watching right now. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Huh? Hey, what's the number, folks? Can you throw me the number out there? Can you throw me the number up there on the pool, please?
Presidents and them and they go talking. Everybody on the tube talking. Made the beat, had to pair it up.
Yes, on Cell Press. Very true.
Talking. Everybody on the tube talking. Boss thing, about to clear it up.
What's wrong with you?
Presidents and them and they go talking. Everybody on the tube talking. Made the beat, had to pair it up. What about the beat, better get it up. Presidents and them and they go talking. Everybody on the tube talking. Boss thing, about to clear it up.
What's wrong with you?
Doing this since blue face, been swimming off in the nutsack. Got the plastic tape on my face back. In other words, I've been doing this way back. Instrumentals in a haystack. Down with me doing the haystack. Had a dream and a taste that. Get the point, it's the fake back. Comment all caps when you take it that. A nigga like you probably hated that. I'm the elder brother when I'm laid back. So don't engage me back. Ohio's the number, got the cold. It's wise now that I'm not in told. The best believe my heart, I told it. Knock it down, bum off the shoulder.
That fucking comment. So happy.
This was never happened right away. Never. I didn't do anything. I just asked. I was just a mouthpiece. This all happened because of you guys. Okay? And nothing would have come from you guys if it wasn't for the goodness of this guy, right?
Presidents and them and they go talking. Everybody on the tube talking. Made the beat, had to pair it up. What about the beat, better get it up. Presidents and them and they go talking. Everybody on the tube talking. One thing, about to clear it up.
What's wrong with you?
Presidents and them and they go talking. Everybody on the tube talking. Made the beat, had to pair it up. What about the beat, better get it up. Presidents and them and they go talking. Everybody on the tube talking. One thing, about to clear it up.
Fuck the police!
You love you guys, huh? You know He's back, guys. Thanks for being here and being a part of it. I'm sure he'll be back on soon. Somebody's gonna be back on soon, I'm sure. Or whatever, or maybe not, you know. A lot of pressure here. A lot has happened. We're dropping him back. So, thank you guys for being here. I love you guys for what you've done. Praise you. Praise God. Bless you guys. We're gonna have more stuff out. Of course, you guys are gonna be right there all the time because you guys come first. Thank you guys. We love you. We need just a little bit of private time. Love it.
Happy fucking cops day. Fuck the police. Look, happy fuck the cops day. Fuck the police. Frank Pratt. You Nazi tyrant bastards. Happy fuck the cops day. Fuck the police. Look, happy fuck the cops day. Fuck the police. Frank Pratt. You Nazi tyrant bastards.
I thought it was a fucking triggered bitch from the beginning already, right?
Like, happy fuck the things to say to the Denver police and to the Denver Sheriff's Department, that fucking stupid asswipe that's been salivating for the rest of you for years. The two things I have to say are, fuck you.
French, you speak French. If they speak to you in Spanish, you're allowed to respond and speak to you in Spanish. And when they talk to you in fucking stupid, it's only polite to return and talk to you in fucking stupid.
That was in the video. That's stupid that way. Don't be as fucking stupid with me.
We didn't get people around at first, man. Yeah, the truth, Father. The truth about the crooked ass woman. The truth about how they try to take our civil rights and the Constitution rights away.
Oh, that is wonderful.
Fucking awesome.
That is awesome. Oh, stop swine flu. That's hilarious. Oh, he's getting very artistic.
You get to be losing money. Want to be time and place. Let me better don't even listen to that. Get up out my day. People are down, getting down on the ground. Now they know how to work. You'll be down.
He's getting very artistic. He's got it down. It's beautiful.
Is it great? Look. It's you. Yeah.
Ew.
Dogs. Right there in blue. The blue snags that you want to put on the leash. Right? That's the dog that you need to be banning. Crawford guilty. You found Thomas Scott's guilty. And y'all let me shame yourselves. What the fuck is wrong with you people, huh? Huh? Well, I paid $25,000 for being stupid just like you were with that. That was fucking stupid. Yeah, I'm not standing here naked.
Mr. Brand, you've got 68 seconds left.
Just took 5 of my seconds.
You'll stop at the end of your time.
Alright, so you got stupid with him. Rush can't call me $25,000 for that kind of stupid. How much stupid are you gonna pay for me? Why don't you ask Westminster how much they like Eric's fuck cops brand? How much money Westminster's You pay attention, Mayor Pro to the Roth. You will pay attention to me. Or I will fucking teach every child in your jurisdiction.
If you have phone transcripts, I need those because he asks for all these case files and stuff in the phone calls, and we need to do that research. And I don't know what the cases are because I don't have the transcripts of the phone calls. So please email those to me.
Yeah, Martin Comet is getting ready for his motherfucking surprise missions.
Thank you for your comment.
I need a bigger one.
Oh, nice.
Send it over.
You like that?
Yeah.
I think we should make something. What do you think?
Here comes the police. You called
Nice.
the cops. You called the cops.
COVID lawsuit.
You know what I'm gonna do, right?
Okay, folks, here's the deal. Somebody else just went live with some shit. You can find this video at Word 'em Up TV. And
Fuck the cops day. Fuck the police.
Cut the Plastic at Gmail. That's how you get a hold of me if you want a mask. If you want to email me transcripts of phone calls. If you want to get a mask. If you have case files for Eric, you should mail them to them at his mailing address at the Jefferson County. Thank you all. Have a great day.
I did my best. How you like that one?